Welcome to the Work in Process podcast. Thank you so much for joining me again today on this episode. I'm really so glad that you guys have been sharing, retweeting, reposting the episodes and all the content. I'm really so happy for that. Thank you so much. I see you and I don't take you for granted. So today we are going to be talking about tranquility. So on previous episodes, we talked about the relationship between peace and purpose, the relationship between peace and productivity. And now you can't separate the two because you can't be productive if you are not peaceful. So we took the Hebrew word for peace, which is shalom, and we broke it down. We were able to understand that there is more to peace than just being quiet and being calm. So we looked at safety as an element of peace, soundness of the mind and the body as an element of peace. We looked at completeness and wholeness as an element of peace. So today we are going to be looking at tranquility as an element of peace. Now, what is the meaning of tranquility? Tranquility basically means the state of being calm. It is the state of being noiseless. It's as simple as that. It's just that state of being calm and of being noiseless. So I don't really have much to say about this, but I believe that power comes with calmness and quietness. There's just this amount of power that comes when you are quiet and when you are relaxed. Because even in the book of 2 Timothy 1 verse 7, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but He has given us a spirit of power and of love. There's a translation that says, and of a calm and well-disciplined mind. So we're looking at the calm part now. So the kind of mind that God has given us is a noiseless mind, a quiet mind, because that is where power is. So we generate power from that quietness. And that is why I think tranquility is very important, because you can also be productive without a certain measure of power, and that power comes from quietness. So if you see someone that practices the habit of being calm and being quiet, you will notice that they are mostly always productive because they tend to preserve and conserve their energy for the right moment. They don't just use their energy anyhow at any time. They relax, they think properly, and they're very quiet, so they know when exactly to act. So they don't exhaust themselves. They are very strategic and they are very critical. So they take time to plan, okay, this is how I'm going to do it, and this is where I'm going to apply this power or this energy. So most quiet people and calm people are always productive people. I'm not saying everybody that is quiet or calm is productive, but most of them are always productive. And the kind of quietness and calmness I'm actually talking about is that of the mind. So I'm not saying, you have a quiet or a gentle personality. I'm not saying gentle people are productive. I'm not talking about gentleness. I'm talking about the state of being noiseless, like focusing on what needs to be focused on, having a specific focus amidst several distractions. So there's an intention in your mind and in your heart in the midst of several distractions. So quietness and calmness helps you to conserve and preserve your energy. So you don't waste your energy if you are very quiet and you're very calm. You wait for the appropriate time before you act. So I'm going to share this story. There was this time, because I believe storytelling is actually very important in driving across a point. I was actually listening to several podcasts and messages on peace and calmness, on peace and calmness and the mind. So I was traveling back to Iwo because I serve in Iwo, Osun State, and I decided to practice peace. I didn't know what was going to happen on that journey. I just decided to practice peace. So when I left my house, the first cab I got broke down on the road. Even before getting to the park. No, the car didn't break down. The man told me he was going to pick somebody else, that I should get down, that he will give me my money back, and I should take a cab from there again to the final bus stop. I looked at him. I said, what kind of nonsense is this, sir? I was already almost getting pissed off, but I told myself, David, you're going to practice peace. You're going to be quiet about it. So I collected my money. I said, thank you, sir. Give me my money. He was looking at me like, this bros didn't even. I said, there's no point in vexing. I'm practicing peace. God save you today. So I took my bag, and I was carrying quite a lot of luggage that time. So I brought my bags out, waited for another cab, entered this cab. Now let's reach the final bus stop. before we got to the final bus stop again, this second cab I'm entering now also broke down in the middle of the road. And that is one thing I hate the most. Like, car should be breaking down in the middle of the road. Like, what nonsense is that? I said, is this happening today? Like, what's going on today? So I told myself, calm down. You said you're going to practice peace today. I was like, God. And I now told the man, I'm not going to give you money. And the man was like, he wanted to change it into an argument and all, start to create a scene. And I said, all right, I'm practicing peace and quietness. Take your money, sir. Be going, And then we took another cab. Then eventually we got to the final bus stop. And then I entered the cab going to Iwo. Now, after I entered the cab going to Iwo, I thought everything has finished. I was even thanking God, Lord, I thank you for helping me to practice peace today. I was not pissed off. I was not angry. Then as we started the journey to Iwo, our car broke down again. Then I was like, I'm indeed practicing peace today. So I was just very calm. Everybody were looking at me like, bros, won't you come down? Because they knew I was a core member. So they were like, won't you come down and look for a cab? Are you not late for your meeting? I checked the time. I saw that I was already late. I was not shaking. I was not fidgeting. I knew that today I'm practicing peace and quietness. I need to conserve my energy for the office I'm going to. So I just sat down in the car. The man was like, I'm sorry, sir. I'm like, no problem, no worries. So I was just breathing. I was listening to songs, just breathing, listening to songs. Then a car now came around, said, okay, he's going to Iwo, he's going to carry us. No stress, a private car. So I entered the car. The man said he was going along the area I was going. Then he dropped me in front of the house I was going to. Eventually, I got home that night. Is it already night? Oh, no, that afternoon. Yeah, that afternoon. And then the people I was supposed to meet at home were not also around. They had gone out to their own place of primary assignment. And I was like, God, what is going on? Because I want to change my clothes. I had a rough day. I've been sweating. I've been coming down from various cabs just in one day. And then I told myself, you are practicing peace and quietness. You are practicing peace and quietness. Just be calm. And before I knew it, I fixed the whole issue of the house. I found the key, entered the house, changed my clothes, relaxed. Then I was able to get to the office I was supposed to get to. I did everything at once. It was so okay, no stress. I got to the office, attended to every issue with optimum amount of focus and energy. So from that story, you can see that if I had been stressed by the whole breakdown, by the time I'm getting to that office, I'm just wasted. And then those guys will know that I'm not really somebody serious and I'm not somebody ready for the job. But thankfully, I was able to intentionally practice peace and calmness at that instance, at that moment. So if I can do it, I believe several of us can do it. And I hope I've been able to encourage somebody to practice quietness and tranquility. Without this, you can't be peaceful, you can't be productive, and you can't really pursue purpose. So this is an encouragement for somebody. Practice quietness and tranquility this week and see how it helps you. And you can also share your thoughts with me on my various social media platforms. The link will be in the description below. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.